Have you ever pondered the mysteries that the vastness of the cosmos conceals? For nearly 50 years, NASA's venerable Voyager 1 spacecraft has been exploring the unknown, and it continues to send back data that confounds scientists. It appears that an unusual occurrence is taking place right now that has never been noticed before. What kind of alarming data is the Voyager relaying to us, and what might be the origin of this strange occurrence? Come along today as we investigate the mysterious data arriving from the spaceship that has flown from the furthest distance in history. Humans have long been enthralled by the universe beyond our globe. Many space missions have been motivated by the cosmos' mystery, including Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. It's interesting to note that on August 21, 1977, Voyager 2 was the first of the two spacecraft to launch from the NASA Kennedy Space Center. However, Voyager 1 was launched only 2 weeks later, leaving many to wonder how these twins switched positions. These spacecraft were launched amid a rare alignment of outer planets that provided a slingshot effect to send them deeper into space. They weighed 720 kilograms, or about the weight of a small car. Voyager 1 was able to exceed its identical twin on December 15, 1977, and has since been the main source for space-related findings, despite the fact that both had to travel at separate speeds and paths. While it was around 265 million kilometers from Earth, on its first mission, a Jovian imaging mission, it sent back an enormous number of images. So what concerning information has this crashed spacecraft given NASA? What is the history of both Voyager 1 and the whole Voyager program? What is the unusual message that Voyager 1 has announced? You will get to know this and plenty more as we dive into the details of today's show. However, before getting started with the video officially, here's a quick reminder that you can subscribe for free and like the video so that we can boost the algorithm. Comments are most welcomed. In January 1979, Voyager 1 completed a remarkable 100-hour mission recording 3,750 photos of Jupiter's rotation to produce a time-lapse movie of 10 of the planet's spins. It traversed the Jovian moon system in February 1979, and a month later, the tiny ring encircling Jupiter was found. Some remarkable findings have resulted from the extraordinary voyage of the Voyager 1 spacecraft into the uncharted reaches of the cosmos. Voyager 1 traveled to Saturn after studying Jupiter and its moons, when it made the amazing discovery of 2 new moons, Thebe and Metis. Scientists performed corrective maneuvers to ensure a secure flight past of Saturn and avoid a probable collision with Titan, one of Saturn's moons. 4 more moons were found by Voyager 1 as it continued to explore Saturn's orbit: Mimas, Enceladus, Tethys, and Rhea. Yet, Voyager 2 still had some exciting pit breaks in store when Voyager 1 said goodbye to our solar system and traveled into interstellar space. Voyager 2's route was adjusted in 1981 to take it in the direction of Uranus. Then, in January 1986, the spacecraft finally made it to the far-off ice giant after twice living longer than expected. But that was only the start. Voyager 2 added 10 newly undiscovered moons to the expanding celestial family while traveling to Uranus. The final stop, though, was Neptune, where Voyager 2 took more than 9,000 pictures and discovered 9 new moons, which was truly amazing. Triton, the biggest of Neptune's moons, also had some intriguing secrets to share. Triton had remarkably few impact spots on its surface, and its circumference was smaller than previously believed. What about its brown-white coloring? Geysers. When the liquid nitrogen from these volcanic structures hits the ground, it freezes and turns into white nitrogen snow. With these amazing discoveries, the Voyager project forever changed how we perceive the universe around us. Since Voyager 2's voyage, no other spacecraft has returned to Uranus and Neptune. But from a distance, scientists have been able to see and analyze amazing events on these worlds. The Voyager planetary mission came to an end after these voyages, and both Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 were transported outside our solar system at the astounding pace of 325 million miles per year. The Voyager Interstellar mission launched in 1990, and Voyager 1 took some of history's most well-known pictures. The famous Solar System Family Portrait, which features the Sun and most of the planets, was one of the 60 pictures of the spacecraft took. Voyager 1 took 670 pictures in total, even though Mercury and Mars were obscured in the shots for a variety of reasons. Before entering interstellar space, the spacecraft's cameras were shut off to conserve memory and power. Imagine a spacecraft that had been exploring the universe for 45 years, traversing the vastness of the cosmos while continuously transmitting important data about our universe. The Voyager 1 has been doing that exact function since its 1977 launch. Nevertheless, did you know that it wasn't acting alone? In order to study the depths of space outside of our solar system, NASA also launched additional spacecraft like Pioneer 10, Pioneer 11, and New Horizons. Pioneer 10 was the NASA spacecraft that had traveled the farthest before Voyager 1 arrived into interstellar space. On February 17, 1998, Pioneer 10 was in the path of Voyager 1. Nonetheless, Voyager 1's journey continued on. It continued to travel for a further 14 years before making the first interstellar entry in 2012, an accomplishment that no other spacecraft had ever done. NASA withheld information on the Voyager 1's interstellar trip for a year until making it public in 2013. The spacecraft then carried on across uncharted areas of space, returning important data about the interstellar medium that no other spacecraft had been able to collect. As it traveled farther into the unknown, the spacecraft crossed the heliopause, the point at which the solar wind from the sun could no longer be sensed, and entered interstellar space. Following suit, Voyager 2 made an official exit from the solar system in November 2018. Voyager 1 is still in good health and is continually making groundbreaking discoveries as of right now. It is now located 14.8 billion miles, 159 AU from Earth. What did Voyager 1 learn during its intergalactic voyage? What enigmas about the cosmos has it revealed, and what important knowledge has it returned to Earth? How has the spacecraft survived this long and decent condition? These are just some of the inquiries that researchers are working to resolve as they continue to analyze the information returned by Voyager 1. Voyager 1 has undoubtedly been a trailblazing mission that has pushed the boundaries of our knowledge of the universe and paved the way for fresh insights. Voyager 1, while being the best space explorer for many years, has recently been acting strangely. Experts say that certain odd irregularities in its performance have been found. The transmission of ambiguous signals back to Earth, which implies that the probe is unsure of its locations, is one of the most frightening problems. It appears as though Voyager 1 is lost in space and attempting to contact Earth. The failure of Voyager 1 to activate its pre-programmed safety mechanisms, which are intended to raise an alert or put the spacecraft in safe mode if it ever gets lost in space, is even more concerning. Scientists are constantly observing the issue and have concerns about this. It's interesting to note that Voyager 1's aerial, which is in charge of returning data to Earth, appears to be in good shape. The readings from the probe's articulation and control systems do not adequately reflect what is happening on board, despite the probe working normally and carrying out commands from Earth. What is happening then in reality? Well, all interstellar exploration spacecraft, including Voyager 1 and 2, have a special 12-inch diameter gold-plated disc on board as a backup in case an alien race finds the spacecraft. The disc is jam-packed with audio and visual messages, including greetings from former U.S. President Jimmy Carter and former UN Secretary General Kurt Waldheim, among others, as well as 35 Earth noises, 115 images of earthly life, 90 minutes of Western music, and 35 Earth sounds. These communications have been recorded in 55 different languages so that any alien species can understand them. Yet, despite reports that the spacecraft is controlled by aliens, experts have rapidly ruled this theory out. Voyager's attitude and articulation control mechanism is crucial to its successful operation, AACS. The AACS maintains the antenna's steady orientation toward Earth, enabling scientists to receive precise data, and it also manages the spacecraft's orientation. The anomalies that NASA is currently observing on Voyager 1 are therefore extremely unlikely to be caused by any outside factor, such as aliens. While the reason for the discrepancy between the readouts from the probe's articulation and control system and what is actually happening on board is still unknown, NASA is making great efforts to look into the problem and find a solution to make sure that Voyager 1 continues to collect crucial scientific data for many years to come. The mysterious circumstances surrounding Voyager 1 have also recently caused alarm among engineers. The readouts from the spacecraft's articulation and control system do not adequately reflect what is occurring inside, despite the fact that it appears to be operating routinely, sending and receiving commands and transferring scientific data. The mystery surrounding the scenario is further increased by the fact that none of the safety measures installed to safeguard the vessel from harm have been activated. Such questions are not unusual at this stage of the Voyager expedition, according to Susan Dodd, project manager for Voyager 1 and 2. The spacecraft is now more than 45 years old, significantly older than was predicted. Susan admits that because of the great distance separating the spacecraft from Earth, the engineering crew will encounter many difficulties in resolving the Voyager 1 issue. In actuality, two-way communication with the spacecraft takes an average of 2 days because it takes messages almost 21 hours to travel to the probe's current location at the speed of light. NASA has indicated that they are unable to forecast how long the spacecraft will be able to continue collecting and transmitting scientific data until they thoroughly determine the cause of the issue. Susan Dodd and the engineering team are hopeful that the problem will be solved, perhaps by using the AACS in some way. If so, Voyager 1 might soon be operating at its peak. Whatever happens, we can be happy that Voyager 1 has already fulfilled its mission, unlocking a number of mysteries about our solar system and beyond. It is a fantastic achievement for NASA and all those associated with the Voyager mission, and a monument to human ingenuity and curiosity. That concludes today's excursion into space. What more might we ask of missionaries who have already left their posts? Do let us know your opinion in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. It will help us to understand our audience and allows YouTube to suggest similar videos to you. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you at the next one.